join in the singing of our national anthem. Welcome to Port Huron Northern's 36th commencement. Rebecca Forstner is signing for us tonight. I'd like to thank Mrs. Cheryl Voitas and Mrs. Deb McVitie for putting this program together tonight. They've done an awesome job. This class is an awesome class. I'd like, singing the class song will be Lori Keith, Kirsten Kellogg, Joshua Kuhn, Casey McCabe, and Michael Tolles. Guitarist will be Robert Adamson, Lawrence Moserak. Signing, Jill Opperly, Timberly Karbowski, and Kathleen Nunn.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your lives. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Please welcome Mr. Bill Kimball, the superintendent of the Port Huron Area School District.
Graduating seniors, parents, grandparents, family members, staff, welcome to the 2001 Northern Graduation. On behalf of the Board of Education of the Port Huron Area School District and all of the staff, I would like to congratulate our graduating seniors from Northern. This has truly been a good class. We've watched you through so many of the educational opportunities, and you've done well with everything. You'll do well tonight. We're very proud of you. We hope that you make really good choices in the future, and that we can continue to be very proud of you, and that you will make your parents and family really proud of you, so that as you reflect back on your education here, it will be a very meaningful thing to you. I hope that God will be with you in all of your decisions and choices. It is my distinct opportunity tonight to introduce the speaker, who I know that you're going to enjoy. Mr. Michael McCartan is the Executive Director of St. Clair County Community Mental Health and has been since 1987. He's truly a friend of the Port Huron Area School District. He's always one of the very first people to call us whenever we have a problem and is there to help us. He was born in Galway, Ireland, raised in Partry County, Mayo, Ireland. His wife, Helen, is a coordinator of state and federal programs in East China School District. He has 2 children. He has a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in guidance and counseling. Some community-related activities that Mr. McCartan has been involved in: is chairman of St. Clair County Human Services Coordinating Board, vice president of the East China School Board, treasurer, St. Clair County Economic Opportunity Committee, member, St. Clair County Criminal Justice Advisory Board, member trainer, St. Clair County Critical Incident Team, governor appointee to State Interagency Coordinating Committee for Early On Services, a member of the St. Clair County Library Board, chairman of the 1989 United Way Campaign, 1979 National Foundation of March of Dimes Service Award, 1990 National Association of Social Workers Public Citizen of the Year, 1993 Blue Water Mental Health Clinic Colors of My Life Award, 96 and 99 recipient of East China School Board Member Award. Truly a friend of this community and the youth, Mr. Mike McCartan. Help me welcome him.
Ladies and gentlemen, family members, parents, grandparents, staff, and graduates of the class of 2001. Let me first begin by expressing my appreciation to you for the privilege of being invited to speak to you tonight. It's an honor that I will long treasure. I give a lot of speeches and go a lot of places, but I need to tell you that tonight I'm a little bit nervous. I didn't realize until recently how many parents I have known over the years who are parents of many of you graduates there. And I can't tell you how many phone calls I got inquiring as to whether or not the real speaker needed a replacement, and was that why I was here, or had the names on the list run out. I want you to know that I called my mother, and my mother said that she was very proud of the fact that I'd been invited here, and she knew that at the end of the night all would go well. In my role as school board member and as a parent of 2 former high school graduates, I know that graduation is one of those milestones in people's lives that cause them to pause and to recollect. People experience many different kinds of emotions. It's a beginning, but it's an end. There's joy, and there's some sadness. There's excitement, but there's anxiety. There's relief, but there's anticipation. These feelings are true not only for you as graduates, but for your parents as well. For parents, kindergarten registration seemed like only weeks ago. For you, memories of recess and field trips and that first school bus ride or trying to remember your locker combination, they're all still fresh in your mind. But so much has happened in the 12 years since you started kindergarten. You began in 1989, and your kindergarten year alone was momentous, not in just your house, but in the world. Some amazing things happened. The Berlin Wall came down in 1989, maybe the most significant event of the 20th century. The U.S. invaded Panama. The Exxon tanker Valdez ran aground, causing the worst oil spill in history. A tremendous earthquake hit San Francisco, and there was a strong hint of an impending Gulf War. And yeah, the Pistons swept the Lakers 4 straight to win the NBA title. On TV, your parents were watching The Cosby Show, Roseanne, and Cheers, while you were enjoying Pee-wee's Playhouse, Muppet Babies, and Scooby-Doo. At the movies, it was Driving Miss Daisy, Good Morning Vietnam, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Your 12 years saw you go from President Bush to President Bush. From Big Bird and Barney to Pogs and Pokemon. From Micro Machines and Transformers to SUVs. From Atari to Nintendo to PlayStation. From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. During those 12 years, at some point, like us, you wondered, was O.J. really guilty? And for those of us who watched The Simpsons, we wondered, who shot Mr. Burns? Your taste in music ranged from Tony Bennett to Chumbawamba and everything in between. For your parents, instead of being frustrated that you were spending too much time in the bathroom, they are now concerned you're spending too much time in the chat room. So much has happened, and along the way you have created, nurtured, and established the class of 2001. It has become a community unto itself. Some of you started in one or other elementary building, perhaps from another school, perhaps from another school district, but you've come together to create this one single identity. As a community, you have grown together, you have found friends and lost friends. You shared laughs and tears, success and setbacks, but mostly you've developed memories. Tonight, some will cry because it's over, but most will smile because it happened. Today, the class of 2001 graduates. The community will break up and go in its separate ways, but you'll always be a member of the class of 2001. 20 years from now, there'll be a reunion, and regardless of what new community you come from then, you'll all share that common experience based on the past 12 years that will forever bind you. And what a unique community it is. You have woven a never-to-be-replicated tapestry with threads of wonderfully diverse characters. Your community is filled with energy, with enthusiasm, with passion, and with creativity. It is filled with gifts that you have shared with us over the past 12 years. From the athleticism of Scott Jameson and Malin Bernosky, to the theatrics of Casey McCabe, the computer genius of Mike Setter, the scientific inquiry of Katie Burgett, the spiritual commitment of Heidi Wager, the artistic magic of Kelly Denny, and the volunteer spirit of Christy Nunn, the political activism of Audrey Whaling and Steve Kelly, and the very efficient running of the school store by Timmery Karbowski, the sense of humor of Brandon Thayer, and the sensitivity of Katie Nunn and Amanda Anderson, the poetry of Joe Raisinin, and the bodybuilding of Nick Connard, an Eagle Scout and Art Sturdivant, and the musical talents of Rose Steele and John Culbert, the skating prowess of Eric Merkin and Sarah Moran, and the academic prowess of Jason Schrader. And of course, there was the robot dance of Lorenzo Page, the spectacular fingernails of Katie Beck, the unique VW bus of Josh Smith, and the school spirit of Jackie Barrett, the alternative expression of Rod Adamson, and the office skills of Julie Rowe and Danae Adair. These gifts, and so many more, will never be replicated as they have been in the class of 2001. Soon you'll move to new communities, work sites, college campuses, the military. My hope is that when you go to those communities, you will share the gifts that you have developed here. In sharing your gifts here, you've enriched our lives, so please enrich theirs. And remember that a gift not shared is a gift wasted. As you move on, I want to leave you with 3 thoughts. As was mentioned, I grew up in a small village in the west of Ireland, and my uncle who raised me was the wisest man I've ever known. He shared with me much of his folk wisdom, which sustains me even today. And his gift to you would be some of his words of guidance. And they're not real profound, but they're effective. Number 1, remember I come from a farm community. Never wrestle with a pig. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it. Somewhere along the way, you'll be enticed to engage in useless arguing about irrelevant things. It'll waste your energy and accomplish nothing. Move on. Avoid wallowing. Life is too short. The world is a big place, and some people will never change. Number 2, when you put your ladder up against the wrong wall, you paint the wrong house. Your today's assumptions and beliefs will be challenged. In a world of diversity, some old ideas may not fit. You may need to revisit your assumptions in light of new learnings. Be open. A person who views their life at 40 the same as they did at 20 has wasted 20 years of their life. Be willing to move the ladder. And number 3, when you have a choice between winning your point and being kind, choose kindness. You'll have lots of opportunities to show that you're smarter, stronger, richer, or more powerful. Don't miss an opportunity to be kind. Constructive criticism is rarely constructive and always critical. Tonight, as you end your journey and begin another, remember those who accompanied you on your journey to graduation 2001. Tonight, with parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends, share a smile, a word, and a hug, and don't forget to say thanks. And as you begin your journey, I would like to leave you with an old Irish blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm on your face. and may your God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Thank you.
As a token of our appreciation, the class of 2001 would like to present you with these gifts. Thank you, Mr. McCartan, for your inspirational words.
Mrs. Barbara Daniels and Mr. Malcolm Floyd are here from the Board of Education, and they will confer diplomas. Class advisors are Mrs. Laura Jacobs and Mrs. Amy Tinsley, and they will assist in the reading of the names. Tonight is a night of pride and celebration. At the request of parents, graduates, and staff, I'm asking that the audience refrain from the use of noisemakers, clickers, or any other distracting noise that will detract from the ceremony. It is the wish of the graduates that all names be heard.
Maylin Marie Bernaski. Audrey Michael Whaling. Catherine Irene Beck. Stevens Tomchuk Kelly.
Blake Leroy Stevens. Katie Michelle Reynolds. Jade Melissa Semro. Kevin Michael Lane. Nathan Andrew Yule. Jennifer Lynn Wilson. Andrea Marie Frazier. Andrew James Marska. Stephen Ryan Gordon. Julia Margaret Carolyn. Katie Renee Burgett. Jordan Thomas Schrader. Neil Canoe Dalal. Carrie Ann Baldwin. Erica Lynn Ernst. Andrew Graham Ogden. Jonathan Stephen Culbert. Michael Kanan Setter. Sarah Lynn Moran. Scott Gordon Jameson. Jacqueline Jamie Barrett. Brian Scott Smith. Matthew Wesley Harrison. Megan Patrice Voitas. Melissa Ann Ullenbrook. Nathan Scott Hawley. Matthew David Jarvis. Joseph Peter Raisinen. Corey Lynn Campbell. Jordan Scott King Robinson. Kevin Thomas Belinsky. Andrew Jordan Faulkner. Courtney Ann Dock. Lori Anna Keith. Chad Robert Oliver. Michael G. Tolles. Leah Christine Kaplanis. Kristen Marie Kellogg. Daniel Adam Horn. Robert L. Adamson. Lindsay Ann Edmondson. Casey Marie McCabe. Abigail Elizabeth Behrman. Lawrence Michael Mosrek III. Casey Lynn Barclay. Melissa Marie Marcero. Russell Allen Burkhard. Christopher J. Markle, Lynn Ann Slepsky, Janet Marie Brennan, Matthew Kenneth Beauvais, Brandon Robert McNamee, Casey L. Sheffer, Kelly Elizabeth Cole, Musa Thabit Bahur, John Patrick Palmatier, Natalie Rose Opitz, Natalie Rose Davis, Roberto Fidel Fuente Jr., Julian Squires, Jessica Annette Walker, Ryan Edward Johnson, Cassandra Lynn Vasquez, Jessica June Burgess, Rebecca Rachel Seppo, Dustin James Bralette, Joshua Richard Kewen, Joshua W. Hoffman, Zachary Castle, Jessica Mary Hiller, Timmery Lee Karbowski, Anthony James Kelly, Kathleen Ann Nunn, Elena Beth Blackman, Jill Noel Opperly, Stephen William Dietlin, Danielle Marie Luther, Amanda Lee Anderson, Nicole Renee McMillan, Matthew Craig Kuhn, Garrett J. Kelly, Amy Lynn Stevenson, Cassie Danielle McLaughlin, Ulysses Grant Birch V, Matthew Michael Pickett, Christina Sarah Jane Rowling, Janae Beth Orell, David Sturgis Brown, Frank Luther Suarez, Jessica Lynn Plohoff, Devin Esther Stein, Jessica Sarah Clement, David Lee Morden, Nathan John Cote, Kelly Rose Coglin, Audrey K. Clark, Christopher Joseph Kleinstiver, Stephen Anthony Hardy, Amanda Marie Johnson, Lacey Nicole Carr, Joshua Alexander Provost, Ross Michael Keenan, Catherine DeWitt Lau, Rebecca Susan Willie, Daniel Nathan Shagney, Keith Arthur Christofferson, Allison Marie Limburner, Allison Marie Walker, Daniel John Sampson, Michael Anthony Brasted, Kristen Margaret McKinnon, Jennifer Lee Taylor, Seth Christopher Richard, Michael James Van Conant, Melissa Sue Matthews, Mark Sidney Erickson, Michelle Marie Ware, Josephine Ann Toit, Jason Lee Ganyatsis, Fabio Laji Dominguez, Kimberly K. Benj, Rose Jean Steele, Adam Michael Hildebrandt, Alan David Brylet, Leanne J. Bland, Rochelle Ann Stager, Timothy Joel Johnston, Michael C. Bowers, Amanda Evadim Blackio, Jessica Lindsay Sab Koss, Andrew Davidson Ketchum, Matthew Evans Beal, Jennifer Lynn Bristol, Amanda Marie Russell, Kenneth James Michael, Brian James Simmons, Rachel May Carter, Ryan Joel McPherson, Kristen A. Gardner, Chad Michael Young, Matthew Allen Pfeiffer, Christina Ann Hart, Erica Lynn Fry, Sean Michael Kibble, Kyle Franklin Tabor, Jocelyn Ray Van Raphorst Graziati, Rebecca Sue Daniels, Matthew Thurston Bailey, Ryan Michael Stapleton, Kimberly Don Honstein, Angela May Cohn, Brandon Henry Biskner, Aaron Michael Smith.
Melanie Ann Hayes, Laura Lee Christine Kors, Raymond Lee Buffington, Keith Patrick Premer, Danielle Hickey, Jeannie Marie Campbell, Aaron Douglas Diaz, Brandon Edward Thayer, Rebecca Eileen Kirk, Jason William Allen, Courtney Christina May Nuremberg, April Elizabeth Moe, Bruce Matthew Luddington, Jeremy Daniel Hasper, Shannon Nicole Relkin, Terry Ann Logan, Matthew William McKernan, Joshua Allen Gretsch, Kristen Beatrice Roshi, Caroline Elizabeth Lethan, Richard Robert Morrison, Gregory Allen Graham II, Cassandra Lee Sweet, Kristen Laura Lafine, Adam David Andrew Miles, Justin Kenneth Duncan, Megan Isla Teff, Teresa Nicole Lader, Lorenzo Dimone Page Jr., Leo Anthony Burley II, Erica Lynn Tooley, Christina Leah Kosel, Michael Howard Sandler, Andrea Lynn Curtis, Brian Richard Bach, Richard David Barr, Faith Ann Dorschenbacher, Emily Lords Carter, Aaron Christopher Bertram, Adam James Armbruster, Lindsay Austin Dunaway, Jennifer Michelle Bolt, Patrick Warren Brown, Nicholas R. Stein, Gina Fusco, Elizabeth Ann Westbrook, Paul Lawrence Chirkop, Aaron Wayne Stanislawski, Susan Michelle Grace, Christy Lynn Wolkensack, Stephen Michael Card, Joshua William Smith, Candace Elaine Grimson, Linda Lee Underwood, Scott Michael Bugaiski, Eric Nicholas Schott, Christine Helmer, Christopher Ryan Foltz, Ashley Maureen Schurer, Cassandra Justin Rutherford, Bradley J. McDonald Jr., Luke Ross Faulkner, Jennifer Lynn Snyder, Nicole Lee Reyna, Jason John Halifax, Scott David Dilworth, Nicole Lynn Steinbach, Anna Marie Ramo, Justin Stephen Hayden, David Michael DeHulster Jr., Kendra Catherine Wisson, Elizabeth Rose Pedigo, Michael James Manuzek, Nicholas James Connor, Erica Lynn Wolf, Mariah Rose Marone, Matthew Jose Gonzalez, Adam Robert Clegg, Jill Lynn Zimmerman, Christy Lynn Starr Kendrick, Hugh K. Leonard Jr., Carly Ann Gerstenberger, Nicholas James Pitlash, Stephen Alexander Pressner, Colleen Moira Gillen, Mary Lauren Jurdam, Matthew Brian Stanier, Michael Stephen Makakalis, Nicole Renee Ladd, Paulina Fremont, Anthony David Reed, Richard Lawrence Merritt Jr., Lindsay Ann McDougall, Jeanette Ann Kloss, Andrew D. Webb, Scott Andrew McPhail II, Lindsay Marie McKelvey, Alexis Faye Patrice Chikanowski, Kyle Patrick Weimer, Nicholas Joseph McBrien, Jamie Nicole McQuiller, Carly Jean DeCano, Patrick Edward Stevenson, Ryan Robert Martin, Christy Jo Nunn, Joseph Michael Zawinski, Rachel Renee Winnert, Allison Marie Zelke, Blake E. Williams, Stephen Paul Deitch, Danae Jean Adair, Celia Jo Tomlinson, Eric Bradley Merkin, Jason Matthew Dollenberg, Deborah Jean Bergman, Sarah Amanda Lee Stokely, Jonathan Ryan Hastings, John F. Cosmano Jr., Judith Ann Blair, Michelle Rina Schilling, Corey Leonard Marlett, Matthew William Carberry, Kelly Jane Dene, Lindsay Ann Richards, Trevor Howard McFarland, Charles James Armstrong II, Taryn Ann Rochelle Duckworth, Heather Kathleen Peschke, Jonathan Michael Green, Leslie Ann Reynolds, Lucas Lorenzo Simpson, Daniel Thomas Fleury, Amanda Marie Shaw, Jessica Marie Seaman, Jamin Michael Bland, Christopher Ryan Tetro, Heidi Kristen Wager, Sarah Elizabeth Partapilo, Aaron J. Frenendahl, Jimmy Joseph Arnold, Kelly Nicole Wright, Chelsea Renee Kendrick, Justin Lee Dixon, Adam Lewis Rakowski, Christine Ann Drews, Roxanne Marie Kearns, Chad Michael Gammons, Matthew David Newman, Courtney Kara Fulgrap, Elena Ann Kashevsky, Joshua John Gino, Derek J. Pruitt, Patrice Michelle Grady, Samuel Peter German, Brooke Lee Banka, Lisa Ann Seeley, Christopher Michael Warshevsky, Gregory Joseph Barron, Katie Mary Bruce, Julie Marie Rowe, Craig Jonathan Cassidy, Arthur Louis Sturdivant, Joanna Marie Olmsted, Jessica May Moraski, Rory James Carmody, Gerald E. Schnepp, Sarah May Petty, Lisa Lynn Molinaro, Joseph Aaron Hustick, Matthew Christopher Lenaway, Ashley Marie Richardson, Michelle Marie McFedrin, John Christopher Kane, Douglas James Williams, Nicholas Joseph Pichette, Tricia Ann Hazelwood, Jeffrey Paul Soliday, Patricia Lynn Carpo, Michael Scott Schneider, Tanner E. Rich, Jacqueline Marie Kinney, Brianna Nicole Gerlach, Trevor J. Shelito, Bradley Scott Peters, Crystal Lynn London, Marie K. Gosman, Christopher James Schmelzer, Kyle Gordon McKenzie, Megan Elizabeth McIntyre, Melissa Susan Brown, Joshua Douglas King, Derek Ray Lake, Mary Ann Rigney, Shauna Marie Burchiet, Ian William Wallace, Adam John Kraus, Catherine Lynn Stork, Jennifer Ann Stutzman, Adam Michael Boyd, Brian Russell Browning, Nicole Danielle Delaginis, Luke Alexander Wilcom, Sherman Alexander Brown, Eric Nicholas Carpo, Andrew John Sigafus, Jason Michael Robinson, Robert Jeffrey Rader, Lisa Aline Vigras, Michael David Steer, Michael Gerald Moeller, Adam Oswald Vernacki, Katie Mae Purcell, Callan Michelle Dowkey, Richard Lowell Allen, Stephen Alexander Forbes II. What time? Right, that's right. America the Beautiful will be sung by Rebecca Seppo, Cassandra Vasquez, Jessica Walker. Signing will be Jill Opperly. Timmery Karbowski, Danielle Luther, and Kathleen Nunn.
Are we supposed to stand? You're in the middle? No. Wait. Do you wanna? No. Over that way or something? Just volume, volume, volume. There you go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountains' majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriots' dreams that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Will the class of 2001 please stand? You may now move your tassels. You are